Hello, my fellow pilots, and welcome again to another episode of Star Citizen FM, episode 46. Star Citizen FM is a fan-run show focusing on anything related to Star Citizen, the community, or anything else in the verse. Star Citizen FM is hosted by yours truly, Dr. Hawk, so join me as we go over some of the highlights in this week. And believe it or not, we actually have quite a few highlights to go over. We didn't break only one stretch goal, we actually broke two. For the first being the $29 million stretch goal. So for any of you that have been worried that Star Citizen is not going to get funded or succeed, you might want to recalculate your assumptions. We've unlocked quite a few stretch goals as well as having the potential to unlock more in the future. So let's focus on what we actually have unlocked first. The gentleman over at Foundry 42 has big plans for Squadron 42, and we're going to provide extra funding to make it a true spiritual successor to Wing Commander. Squadron 42 can go above and beyond anything you've seen before, from opening with an epic battle instead of a training patrol, to missions that seamlessly combine boarding and space combat. We aim to put you right in the action. Additional funding will let the team realize this, with enhanced mission design and more resources and animations to enhance fidelity. Myself being a big Dark Souls player as well as a fan of all sort of story games, Mass Effect, and going all the way back to Marathon, which there was a story if you read it and could understand it, I'm happy to hear this. Mission design as well as story design I think is something that is sadly lacking in the games of this current age. Story modes seem to be tacked on rather haphazardly or thought of last minute. One of the new purchases that I've tried lately was from EA, and this shouldn't be a surprise, Need for Speed Rifles. While the game itself is highly entertaining, the story mode itself is not really there. It's very absent, only really told through short 30-second cutscenes and then throwing you back into the multiplayer mist. I don't think that many people realize that just because that the mass market likes multiplayer doesn't mean that you should skimp out on story. And I think that Foundry 42, as well as Cloud Imperium, by taking the funds to focus on Squadron 42's campaign, is doing the games industry a great service. I imagine we have a lot of pilots out there that thoroughly enjoy story and PvE more than they do PvP or multiplayer, and perhaps just want to come home and play a little bit of Squadron 42. In relation to my interview with Scott Manley, of course, it would be fun to see those people engage in PvP and maybe, slide that slider so that they're not fighting AI because the AI is too difficult, but at the same time there are those people that will not want to do that. And giving them that freedom to play the story and enjoy it as much as they want and making sure that it is a AAA experience, commendations to CIG and Foundry 42. So you guys can look forward to the enhanced mission design for Squadron 42. Our next goal that we've actually unlocked will be the RSI Orion. There was actually quite a demand for the mining ship, or at least a sort of mining ship, when CIG released the polls on what kind of ship you guys would prefer. Being a former EVE player, I hate mining. It is the most boring thing in the world, at least in that game. It's like watching paint dry. Minecraft, on the other hand, I can play days on end. So, depending on how they handle the mining aspect of the game, could be interesting. Roberts Space Industries' goal has always been to make the stars available to individual citizens. Now with the RSI Orion mining platform, RSI is letting individuals take over a process formerly controlled by mega corporations. The Orion's features include high-grade turret-mounted tractor beam arrays, durable exterior accessible saddlebags for mineral storage, and a cabin designed by the team that brought you the Aurora and Constellation. If they can make mining as addictive as Minecraft and potentially the building, they might have me convert to a miner for a little bit. We don't know what the ship will look like, as well as its capabilities, be it combat or mining. It would be nice if the ship had some sort of combat defense, because if you can't even shoot down P-52 Merlin, I think you're a little bit of SOL. But at the same time, seeing Orion tanked out like, an Idris, that would be fairly bad. So it'll be interesting to see what they draft up in the future, but for now, we can only dream about what kind of rocks we'll be clicking on until we've collected the metal. Actually, wait, correction. CIG has said that it's not going to be that boring. Moving on to the other stretch goals that we have. $30 million. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go to the liquor store and find myself a more exquisite bottle of scotch. Quick shout out to Odd God, by the way. That Abalor is almost half done now, as I've been enjoying it quite thoroughly, thank you very much. But back to the topic, yes, $30 million Star Citizens, cheers to you guys. Another one bites the dust. Since Bombers made this goal possible, I'm sharing a gallery of Gladiator artwork created to show how the rear-facing turret can be changed with different upgrades. It's a small reminder of how you're going to be able to make each hull your ship in Star Citizen. With the 30 million stretch goal, we've unlocked the Origin 890 Jump. The rumors are true. Origin Jumpworks has a larger ship in the works. The Origin 890 Jump is an interstellar super yacht with exquisite styling and an array of high-quality upgrade options. Travel the stars in style with multiple decks, high visibility windows, and a small boat bay. Whether you're outfitting it to explore new worlds or to take a pleasure cruise through Terra, the 890 Jump is the epitome of luxury, class, and refinement. I'm actually already seeing the yacht being used by clans as both meeting posts, meeting places, as well as a command and control station, as well as potentially getting a bunch of players from point A to B. Fancy exteriors and interiors aren't everything when you need to take your entire family and clan from point A to point B to go, let's say, raid Goon Swarm. Although they would probably do the opposite. Sadly, I don't actually have much of an opinion on the yacht, as I myself don't see much of a use for it, but I can see a lot of people using them in the future, as mentioned, be it pleasure shuttles or very effective meeting places for the clans and groups. So for those of you out there that have plus 30 members, if we can have that many people on a ship, these ships might be pretty good for you guys. With the second poll that CIG released for the other ship, Salvage was the one that actually took the throne. So the next ship that we've actually unlocked is the Aegis Surveyor. The Surveyor, from noted military contractor Aegis, is an industrial quality salvage ship, equipped with a reinforced cargo bay, a long-range jump drive, and launch pods for unmanned drones. The Surveyor is an ideal ship for taking advantage of deep space wrecks. Tractor beams, floodlights, scanner options, and docking ports round out the tool chest of this capable utilitarian spacecraft. Depending on what kind of scale we experience in the battles of Star Citizen and to what extent ships get damaged, a salvage ship definitely will come in handy, from either repairing or searching for any operable parts left in the wreck of a ship, to possibly exploring derelicts that we find in space when we're playing Squadron 42, or just exploring the Star Citizen persistent universe. We'll know more in the future when CIG releases more details on the Aegis. In the meantime, there's more ships that you guys can actually vote for right now. At the time of this recording, the two ships that are leading the charge for the next ship are a smuggling ship with 20% of the poll votes, and an exploration ship with 21% of the poll votes. It's a very close battle, and depending on what you guys choose, we could potentially see a Han Solo, Suave Millennium Falcon smuggling ship, or possibly a deep space exploration type of ship, meant for finding places that not even the Vanduul, the Xi'an, or UEE have yet to discover. However, if exploration is not your thing and you're more like me and you just like to blow shit up, hopefully you guys have been cashing in on the sales that have been happening this week for Star Citizen. Obviously, some of you must have, given that we did reach $30 million in crowdfunding, but to those of you that have grabbed your Gladiators, your Super Hornets, and even a few other surprises that we'll be going over, I do hope you've picked up everything you needed. If you want something a little more, there might be a cherry to go on top of the cake. Last time that the Idris was revealed to the public, they sold out in a matter of 10 minutes. The Idris P disappeared also the second time I was there during the live stream in another time frame of about 7 minutes, each 100 batch disappearing faster than piranhas could devour a cow. If you'd like to grab another Idris, or perhaps didn't get a chance to, there might be some Idrises being released here coming up soon, during November 26th, 2013. There are no specific times that will be announced, so if you really want one of these ships, now is the time to pay attention to the RSI site and grab them. They will sell out fast and they will disappear quickly, so if you want one, this is your chance. For our final tidbit of today, the MISC Starfarer is now available. This ship is on sale for the penultimate day, I can't say that word, that's a new one to me, of the Star Citizen Anniversary Sale. The MISC Starfarer is the galaxy's standard fuel transporter. Starfarers are ubiquitous on both sides of the fueling process. Their massive tanks allow for both the collection of spaceborne fuel from gas giants and exosolar sources, as well as the transport of active fuel from refinery stations to the primary market. Though the stock model lacks refinery equipment, the Starfarer does have docking mechanisms allowing it to conduct in-flight refueling operations with most spacecraft classes. The most common Starfarer modification ships liquids foodstuffs in the same tanking system. A visually distinct long-haul bulk goods version mated to an alternate cargo chassis also exists, although it has proven far less popular than the more rugged Freelancer lineup. An armored tactical variant, the Starfarer Gemini, Star G, is produced under contract by Aegis for both the UEE military and you yourself potentially one day. I say that potentially because we still don't know if we'll get military contract ships, but we could see in the future if we do. Well, aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I had for today's episode. Fairly short episode, as again some interview options fell through, and not a whole lot to go over during the sales until we start seeing some more juicy stuff. I imagine that the CIG team is high at work on the dogfighting module I think that's where my show will probably start picking off, when I can nitpick at all the details and PvP options that we have available. For those of you that are interested, you can always check out Wingman's Hangar. There's a new episode available. Do be sure to go give Eric a bit of a, good luck wishes. He's in surgery. He's getting a hernia operation, and let's just all, wish him a quick recovery and hope that it all turns out well and that he has no complications. So, Eric from Star Citizen FM, you have my prayers and best of wishes, and hope to see you again soon when you've recovered. So to everyone that is not aware, I still have my 300i competition going. You can still win your very own 300i. The details are in the old video before it. Be sure to check it out when I reach 1,000 subscribers, or when December 1st comes around. I'll be selecting a random name to win that 300i. So again, for those of you that aren't aware, the details are as follows. You must not have any Star Citizen ships. You can have an account as long as you don't have a ship, you're fine. Leave a comment in the original video, mind you, of why you think you deserve the ship. And lastly, be sure that you subscribe to my channel and check it out. You can subscribe by doing so by clicking on the fuzzy little hawk on the lower left-hand corner, or by clicking the subscribe button. Be sure to leave me some feedback, likes, yeses, as well as anything else in general. Even negative feedback I take into consideration. So, this is Star Citizen FM and Dr. Hawk wishing you guys all a great night. You take care and fly safe.
Warning. Incoming communications.
Holy shit. Yeah, I am sorry for that. I turn my back for one moment and I'm ready to click the upload button, and what do I see on the comm link? 31 million. So, I don't even have a comment anymore, but since I figured we may as well just sneak this in before the episode ends. $31 million stretch goal unlocked. From Chris Roberts himself, it's exciting to see sales of the Starfarer tanker push us past another stretch goal. To me, that says that backers understand that Star Citizen is going to be deeper than just a combat game, that we're going to make unique experiences for all kinds of players, from pirates to refuelers. Hitting 31 million means you unlock the first of the player-selected role ships, the RSI Orion. Like the Starfarer, the Orion is the kind of ship you probably wouldn't have flown in Wing Commander, but we intend to make it just as interesting as a fighter or a bomber. The RSI Orion. Robert's Space Industries' goal has always been to make the stars available to individual citizens. Now the RSI Orion mining platform RSI is letting individuals take over a process formerly controlled by mega corporations. The Orion's features include high-grade turret-mounted tractor beam arrays, durable exterior accessible saddlebags for mineral storage, and a cabin designed by the team that brought you the Aurora and Constellation. Also, remember when I said that the voting was very close between Explorer and Smuggler? Well, it looks like Explorer won out. The ship that we will be getting is the Anvil Karak. The Anvil Karak has been the vanguard of every UEE exploration effort in recent years, featuring reinforced fuel tanks for long-duration flight, a highly advanced jump drive array, and a dedicated computer core that allows it to put the maximum processing power into jump charting operations. Originally a military exclusive, the Karak is now available for civilian use as a Pathfinder spacecraft. Features on-board spacecraft accommodations to allow for truly self-sufficient flight, including crew medical and repair facilities, and a mapping-oriented sensor suite capable of always charting a route home. Well guys, now we have 2 more chances to win a ship, or at least pick a ship. The next one that seems to be taking the lead right now is the smuggling ship and the information runner. So again, very close tie, but if you guys want that smuggler ship, you're going to have to try real hard and vote with your, mouse. Anyways, as I had mentioned, if you guys have enjoyed the show, click on the lower left-hand corner to subscribe. And again, you guys take care and fly safe. Great job, citizens. 31 million. Good night.